Hey y'all, welcome back to another Southern Sunday Supper. This is our second one that we are sharing. So this recipe is called Queso chicken and rice. I've never personally tried it or made it, but it looked really good. Now, this recipe became popular, I believe the internet said around 2016, but the original recipe actually dates back from the late 20th century. So we're going to give it a try. We're going to start out by preheating my oven to 350 degrees, and we are going to grease a 9 by 13 inch baking dish. So I have a bowl here, and I'm going to add in, it called for Mexican rice. I could not find Mexican rice. I could only find the Spanish rice, but it calls for, let's see, 5.6 ounce servings. So we need 2 of these. So I did look online to see what was the difference between the Spanish rice and the Mexican rice, and apparently it's the same thing. And I'm sorry if my camera keeps adjusting, because it's telling me it's adjusting. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because we have clouds in the background or something, but hopefully it stops. We've got some, like the powder. I'm going to break that apart because it's up in like little, I guess you'd call it little chunks. I know for me, one of the hardest things to think about, sorry my dryer's done, is what to make for supper. We just go to church in the morning. A lot of people around here go to church in the morning and the evening. And then you're trying to figure out, well, what do I cook for supper? Alright, now I'm going to add in a packet of our Taco Bell mild taco seasoning. You can use any taco seasoning that you like, whatever your favorite is. That's a 1 ounce packet right there, so I'm just going to go ahead and mix this up. Ooh, it smells good, so it gets incorporated. I'm going to add in 3 cups of chicken broth. Now mind you, as you know, this is just 3 cups of water with a tablespoon of my favorite chicken bouillon granules. And then it calls for a 16 ounce jar of salsa, whatever favorite salsa you like. I have my home canned salsa in here. Ooh, it smells so good. I was a little worried because I'm like, woo, 16 ounces. This is the whole jar. But it'll be flavor rich, as my husband likes to call it. Let's see if I can get that out there. Guys, you did not see that mess I made, okay? I didn't make no mess. All right, we're gonna mix this up. And then we're going to add in some shredded chicken. So if you have rotisserie chicken left over, or you've baked a chicken, you can take it off the bone and use it in here. So I have 2 of my pint-sized can jars of chicken I'm going to be adding. Alright, I've moved you over here because I notice that my camera is constantly adjusting the light. I'm not for sure why it's doing that, but we're going to add in our 3 cups of chicken. Now, this is probably more than 3 cups of chicken. Guys, if you want to add in 3 cups, add in 3 cups. If you want to add in 4, I don't see why 4 would make any difference. But it's going to be delicious either way. I'm taking off like these little, I don't know what they are. When you can your chicken or when you cook your chicken, those little white things show up. Let's go wash our hands. Alright, let's mix this up. Once we have this mixed up pretty good, we're going to pour it into our baking dish. And then we're going to sprinkle it with some Mexican or Colby Jack cheese. Around 2 cups. I absolutely love cheese, so we may add a little bit more than that. But if you don't have Colby Jack and you had like cheddar, I think that would be a lovely addition to it. Use what you got, guys. It's okay. A big old chunk right there. Reason we want to cover it tightly is to make sure that our rice is being cooked all the way through. Let me spread this out. I can hardly wait to start filming in my new kitchen, guys. They started working on the house again. Not the inside. They started putting up the vinyl siding. So we're hoping to... they haven't given us a date, but it would be nice if we were in around October. Alright, let's go get our cheese. Now the cheese that I have is the Fiesta blend from Walmart. I'm not going to measure, I'm just going to sprinkle it on there so it's nice and covered. I actually got the idea for this from TikTok and went to research it because you guys know I do like to stay vintage-esque, and found that it was from the late 20th century, so I'm like, how cool is that? I guess a lot of these modern recipes do come from older recipes that kind of just haven't been discovered. Like my grandpa all the time, he was always coming up with new recipes and new ideas. Alright, let's go get our tin full. The recipe does say to make sure you do cover it tightly with your aluminum foil, or as we call it here in the South, tin foil. Then we're going to bake it in a preheated oven for 45 minutes. Then we're going to take it out and we're going to drizzle it with some delicious goodness. Our timer just went off, so we're going to try not to burn ourselves and lift the tin foil off to see if it's finished. Okay, to me it looks like it needs to go back into the oven a little bit longer. I'll show you. So it doesn't look like the cheese is all the way melted, so I'm going to stick it back into the oven, and then I'm going to heat up a container of queso cheese. Now this is the type of queso cheese that I have bought. You can purchase any kind that you like, even make your own. I did buy the large. You do not need to use the entire contents of this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up about half of it, and because my kids love to snack on it. Now I did grab some rice to see if the rice was fully cooked, and it is. We're just waiting on the cheese to melt the rest of the way. We've got it out of the oven, so now we're going to pour over our queso dip, and this is absolutely delicious. Oh, and I have to put the bowl down, it's a little bit hot. Now, I'm going to serve it with tortilla chips, but guys, you can serve it any way you want. I bet this would be really good in a wrap, corn or tortilla, flour tortilla. Oh, isn't this yummy? Alright, so if you guys make this, I hope you all enjoy. And thank you for joining us on our episode 2 of Southern Sunday Suppers.